This next recipe is very creative. I know this, if I ever decide to go on Chopped and Mountain Dew is one of the things in the basket, I'll have a leg up. Somebody made this for me a few years ago and I never forgot it. My dessert today is a take on apple pie. It's called Hillbilly apple dumplings. Now, first step here. This is a very simple thing to make. It just takes a little while to go in the oven, okay? So first step, I've got a Granny Smith apple. Favorite apple, it's tart, it's a little bit sweet, it's perfect, okay? So I'm gonna cut the 2 cheeks off of this thing just to make it real easy. If you feel like you need to core it, you go right ahead. But you should be able to get about 8 cuts out of each one of these apples, okay? And you can make them as pretty as you want, but as long as you get them cut into equal pieces, you're okay on it, okay? So there we go. Now, the next step is I'm using crescent rolls. Yeah, I'm taking the cheap way out because sometimes you just don't want to spend a whole lot of time on dessert. So what I've done here, I've got some crescent roll dough, and you can find that in our stores. So I'm going to take each piece of apple, start at the big side down, and roll it up just like that. And as you can see, I have some in my pan that I already have here, just like that. I'll do one more just to kind of show you one more time. So you start at the fat end, and then just roll it up. Just like that, and we're going to put it right in there, just like that. Now, after you get a whole pan full of these things, what you want to do, you want to melt a stick of butter. I got 1 stick of butter here. So I'm going to put some sugar in the pan. And what I'm trying to do here, I'm just trying to melt this sugar down just a little bit, okay? And blend it in with this butter. And this is actually going to be the sauce for this. It doesn't take really a long time for it to dissolve, but you don't want it to dissolve 100% completely because that'll help you with the way the sauce is. You know, and I don't know who to give credit for on this one. Yeah, I've actually seen on the internet a little bit too, a similar recipe like this, but I'm gonna tell you what, it is really good and it is really easy. So we're getting it just like that. The last thing you got to put in this sauce is a little bit of vanilla extract, and always add that right at the end. I don't add it right in the beginning or the middle, because if you do, it tends to evaporate up out of there. So I'm gonna reduce my heat here, and I've got this sugary, syrupy sauce, and I'm gonna pour it all over. So just like this. We'll set it right here so y'all can see it. Just pour it right over top of all these dumplings. Oh yeah. Here we go. And then the last thing you do before it goes in the oven, I'm gonna take a little bit of cinnamon. Just like I said, this is apple pie, but it's kicked up a little bit, okay? So I'm gonna sprinkle some cinnamon all over top of this thing. And remember, cinnamon goes a long way on this, okay? And my secret ingredient before it goes in the oven, I got some Mountain Dew. Yeah, believe it or not, Mountain Dew. So we're gonna pour a little bit of these just right around the corners, just like that. And it's gonna help to make a really nice sauce for it when it comes out of the oven. So let me go ahead and get this in the oven. It's gonna go for about 40 minutes on a 350 degrees. While that's baking, I wanna talk about our website for just a moment. For those of you who have never been to our website, I wanna invite you for a little visit. It's called cookinwithkroger.com. And I love your comments that you leave for me. If you let me know your favorite dish from the show, I may read it on the air. We also give away a $100 Kroger shopping spree on every episode. So log in, leave your comments for your chance to win. While you're also logged on, please check out my new blog if you can't stand the heat. We also have an archive of every recipe that we have ever made on the show over the past 2 years. Check it out for some good reading and some great recipes. Okay, let's get this thing out of the oven. All right, our apple dumplings are all done, and we're gonna plate this thing. So what we're gonna do is, we're gonna take 2 of these apple dumplings and put it right on the side, just like this. One little cool trick you can do is leave your plate in the freezer until you're ready to use it, and it will really keep cold for you, because we're gonna use ice cream here, and it will help to keep the ice cream from melting on you so much. So we're gonna take a big scoop of vanilla bean ice cream, just like that. There you go. And we'll put it right there in the dead center of these 2 apple dumplings. Take a little more cinnamon, throw it right on top of the ice cream. And there you go. Hillbilly apple dumplings. When Cookin with Kroger returns, we're putting it all together. Don't go away.